What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space. I am 7 o'clock, a part of the Las Vegas Fantasy Football Conference going down every Labor Day weekend. I am accompanied with my brother from another mother, Brother Fox. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm well. I'm well, brother. Blessed.
There it is. There it is. Speaking of blessed, we know a man is blessed and highly favored. The king, the warden of the South, Big E, aka the fantasy football big guy. How are you doing, King?
Hey, as always, blessed and highly favored. My team sucks, but I'm still here to talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it. Let's get it.
I'm ready. I'm with it, man. Shout out to the Fantasy Football Network. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do what we do so well. Shout out to the Melon app. Without your product, we wouldn't be able to stream and broadcast to you guys. Brother Fox, how can the good folks take care of us?
As always, y'all can give us that HBO special. If you don't know by now, the HBO special is the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It truly, truly goes a long way. And on cue.
The legendary, once you collect all four, you unlock the fourth member. What up, Albert? How you doing, man?
Albert is that dude.
Hey, hopefully you didn't play Justin Fields or Joe Mixon this week.
Oh my goodness.
Was that like the seventh highest scoring in fantasy history?
Hey, it was one of them. And I had a trade which I did not take, and I still think in the long run it wouldn't work out. But it was Alec Pierce. Of course, somebody threw some Alec Pierce and Mixon. It was my homie and Mixon for Miles Sanders and DK. But I said, Pierce is just a throw in. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. But Mixon is just doing basically what Miles Sanders was doing until this week. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he's going to do that again. I mean, some of those touchdowns, they were off penalties that put him right there at the touchdown. It was like, so, I mean, it was 1 week. He's off the trade block, I can tell you that.
Right. Who hurt y'all this week? Who hurt you, Albert? Who let you down first? Not who killed you, but who let y'all down?
Hey, I'm gonna let Fox speak on it, brother, if you don't mind.
MF and Chiefs running backs.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Fucking Pacheco. Between all three running backs, they had a combined 13 yards on 10 carries.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And I give it to them. I give it to the Tennessee defensive line. They were talking that shit before the game. They were saying, hey, we see a mismatch and we're going to take advantage of it. And they sure enough did. They made us extremely one-dimensional, and Clyde, I wanted to reach through the screen and choke Clyde's little ass. It's like, so it was frustrating. It was frustrating.
Just being real with Clyde. I mean, Clyde, it just has no speed. Like that touchdown he was going, and dude stopped him, caught him, stood him up and pushed him back. I mean, anybody, would have got in on that play. I just don't understand. Clyde was killing at the beginning of the year. I don't know if it's an injury or what's going on, but he looks bad right now.
It's what it is. I think Clyde works well in our offense when they're calling plays specifically to get him involved. Like if they're calling, if Andy Reid is focusing on getting Clyde the ball and orchestrating plays to get him in space, then he actually does well. But if he's just a part of the scheme and he's running a flat route or running an in route, it's like he doesn't know how to. If he's not the main player in the play, he doesn't know how to contribute.
No doubt. That's good.
Interesting. Anyone kill you or let you down, Biggie?
Oh man, who's been killing me the last 3 weeks? Leonard Fournette.
Mm.
Leonard
Talk
He ain't
about
been
Fournette.
that bad.
Lenny been pretty bad, man. Lenny, he got
He
54.
still scored double digits.
Now we got 54 yards. You know what I'm saying? Rushing. And then the week before that, he had 24 yards rushing. I mean, you can't get rid of him now. I mean, before he was he was killing, and everybody wanted him. Now, I mean, you can't get a bag of chips for the man. You can't get Clyde for him. You can't. Hey, Clyde. People holding Clyde don't want to take Lenny.
that's a fair trade at this point.
Yeah, yes, a fair trade.
Y'all ain't right.
You know what I'm
Put some
saying?
respect on
man.
Leonard Fournette's
Hey,
name.
Najee in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Najee ain't been doing the best. So Lenny been killing me. Oh, Romeo Dobbs, of course. Romeo got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was I mean, Green Bay as a whole, even Watson, you thought he was gonna come back. He got another concussion. God bless him, because that's serious. Two in a week, two in a year could make a person, their career be over. So you have to watch him, see how it goes.
Albert said Aaron Jones. Yeah, that's a tough one to swallow. Hopefully he doesn't miss any time, but I almost feel like he needs to miss 1 week just to get right instead of playing hobbled. It's one of those kind of one of them Dalvin Cook where it's just like, you know what, just a week off just to get everything back in the line instead of trying to play 75%.
Yeah. He had a boot on. He had a walk boot on when he walked off the field, so it wasn't looking good.
Now,
JB, what's good with
JB,
you,
what's good?
Why do you have to catch 3 touchdowns on my Steelers week before last? I didn't appreciate that.
Philly was in the house.
What was you about to say, Brother Fox?
I was gonna say, like, how do you guys feel about the Packers in general? Like, every fantasy option at this point is you. I feel like you have to go in with a little hesitation from Rodgers to Lazard to even Aaron Jones, who he started the season like gangbusters. He was playing well. He was leading the league in rushing, and now it's starting to. It's like the injuries are piling up for the team, and they just don't look good. They don't look composed in any capacity. How do you guys feel?
As far as the Packers go, the team, they're probably not going to make the playoffs. As far as fantasy purposes, only person I trust as a flex, I mean, Aaron Jones, obviously, when healthy, you got to put him in. Alan Lazard, when he plays, he normally catches a touchdown and gives you like 13 to 18 points. So he has flex appeal. But other than that, I don't really trust anybody. I don't trust Dobbs. I don't trust Quadzilla. I'm not a big fan of these gym rat running backs that do more in the gym than they do on the field. Like Big E says, I'm from the show me state. You got to show me something.
Show me.
They took you in the second round when they had Aaron Jones, and it's been all hype. It's been all hype for this guy.
Yeah, he's straight trash. He's straight trash. I think, they're showing it this year. I mean, maybe if Aaron Jones, if he's hurt, maybe he can step up and do a little something. But like you said, Quadzilla, I mean, hey, you're a beast in the – I mean, it's like Chubb. Chubb, he kills, and he's bending bars and doing all this, man. Stay healthy, man. Run for about 1,500.
Don't put that evil on Chubb. I'm knocking on wood. Don't you dare put that evil on Chubb.
Hey, Chubb been killing for you, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I heard that. For me, Chase Claypool, I'm in a best ball league, and I had a bunch of receivers on bye, so he was going to be put into the starting receiver because I just, best ball, you have 5 receivers on your roster. The best 2 are going to be put. He was going to be. It was him and T. Higgins, and I think he got me like 4 points, maybe if that. I understand new system, but I was just piss poor. I mean, I might end up losing to a team I shouldn't lose to because he had Justin Fields and I had Claypool, and Justin Fields ran all over Miami, didn't throw all over Miami, and I don't know what Likely and Jackson are doing tonight, but your boy might take an L that I shouldn't be taking.
Likely got a touchdown.
Likely got a tub.
He got a touchdown. Likely did.
I saw that.
Okay.
What are you guys doing with the Dolphins' backfield?
That's interesting. I was actually going to talk about that a little bit in the waiver wire. So, coming into the last game, no one knew exactly how many carries that Jeff Wilson was actually going to get in this system. You know, I was hoping for a, you know, like a 60-40 split. You know, maybe he gets some end zone vulture carries kind of thing. But in actuality, he was like almost a 50-50 split, almost perfectly even. And this is with 1 week of learning the offense. I truly feel like down the road, it appears, at least right now, that Jeff Wilson's probably going to end up being 1A to Mostert's 1B. Like I feel like they made that move for a reason, because they feel that, you know, maybe he can provide something that Mostert really can't. And, you know, it's only a matter of time. It's just like CMC. It's only a matter of time. He's going to get hurt. So it's just, you know, they're trying to buy their time with him before they have to switch over to Wilson.
Well, you know, he's familiar with that offense with head coach coming from San Francisco, which is where Jeff Wilson was last, I think, 3 seasons. So it was a great pickup for them. Mostert, I think, if healthy and in their prime, was the better back, but the injuries have piled up so much to where Jeff Wilson is the better running back than Mostert. And I think you could see a 60-40 split in Wilson's favor over the next probably 2 weeks from now. Once he gets a hold of the terminology, it's the same offense, just, you know, different terminology. And man, what a backfield to be a part of when you have Waddle on your left and you've got Hill on your right, and you don't have anyone in the box, and they're doing a zone run scheme. This could be very favorable for Wilson owners.
No doubt, no doubt. I think the same. I both of them cats get the 49ers, you know, beat up running backs. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, didn't we see this before? I don't know. we're gonna see it again, I guess. Go ahead, Fox.
What do you guys think about Tyreek Hill? Like right now, the man has over 1,000 yards. I want to say it's 1,100 yards coming into this upcoming week. He's on pace to have 2,200 yards, which would shatter the receiving record set by Calvin Johnson. Like, I feel like he's had something to prove, and we talked about it in the offseason a little bit. We said follow the money. You know, I think Tyreek Hill finally got that money, and, you know, people were, you know, like they were coming at Mahomes as well as coming at Tyreek. Like, one of these players are going to get exposed, and I kind of feel like both of them are like, you know what, fuck that narrative. I'm gonna show you. And
yeah, definitely Tyreek more than Pat, but for sure.
Yeah, for me, I think, but this guy, Tyreek more than Pat. But at the same time, like I said, y'all were gonna miss Tyreek Hill, how good he was. I think everybody thought. I mean, Pat, he saved y'all last night. But I mean, at the same time,
saved them.
Them three, Kelsey, you see Kelsey, Hill, and Pat. Man, that was a triple. Y'all was just blowing everybody out. Now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You will still have that blowout game, but it ain't every game. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the truth.
Hey, we were averaging 33 coming into last night, highest scoring team in the league. You know, like I get it. Yeah. Tyreek has those sexy plays. He has the 75 over the top, but we're still putting up damn near just as good of numbers without him. So.
And Miko's open. I don't know why. It's a hate relationship. Y'all might just get rid of Miko.
Miko got hands like feet, bro. It's like
he's fast with feet.
Man, he got hands like feet.
We got one for you, brother Fox. Is he gonna be that dude?
I don't know if he can pick up the playbook. I think at this point I am so down on Sky Moore. It's unbelievable. I thought coming into the season, I thought Sky Moore would be effective by week 5, week 6. He seems to know the playbook, but the man doesn't get any separation. You know, for a guy who ran a 4.4 in college, he sure looked like a 5 flat in the NFL. It is he just doesn't get separation. Yeah. And it's like and it's not like he gets some targets. But I want to say Tony only played 3 snaps. No, it was 4 snaps last night, and he was targeted 3 out of those 4 snaps. And he had one where he put a middle linebacker in a blender and caught one over the middle. I think once he actually learns the offense, Tony could be a long-term play. You know, maybe not this year in fantasy. He'll probably have some plays here and there, but long-term for sure.
Got him in Dynasty.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
There
it.
you go.
He's a
Got
second-year
really
player. We have him for at least the next 2-3 years,
Yeah.
potentially a fifth with the fifth-year option. Yeah. He's gonna eat.
Let's talk about the resurgence of Juju Smith-Schuster. He's putting up a good 16 per over the last 3 or 4 games.
He has.
He's slowly emerging as like the number 2 receiver, receiving option, the number 1 receiver, but the number 2 receiving option behind Kelsey.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we expected.
Absolutely.
A little bit later than we expected, but it's coming.
It is.
I respect Juju. He bet on himself. Speaking of which, he actually just hit an incentive with this past game with the 10 catches. He already has 56 catches on the year, which he hit his incentive. He got 3.5 million for hitting his numbers. So for a man who signed a $1.3 million contract, hitting him incentive for real, bro. Yeah, he's clearly the number 2 option behind Kelsey. And it's almost like we have 2 big ass tight ends out there with Kelsey and Juju, and it's looking beautiful. I like it.
I like it. I like that for you.
I like that.
What you got for mud and dirt, Biggie?
Oh, mud and dirt, y'all. We on the mud and dirt list. It's a plethora. It's a plethora this week.
Hey, talk about it. Talk about it.
Hey, I'm just gonna run them down and let y'all talk about it. But I said, hey, well, I know my man Fox gonna love the first one up on the list is Herbie, Justin Herbie.
Ooh.
Herbie.
Hey, talk your shit. Talk your
Herbie,
shit.
Herbie has got so much love in the card world. And he gonna be the next, Elway. I mean, the next Pat. You know what I'm saying? The 5,000 yards. Now, okay, he got Allen hurt and different things like that. And now Williams is hurt. But I mean, you got Pat Mahomes. He's doing it with wide receivers. Now you got Juju stepping up, but he's doing it with wide receivers he hasn't had before. So Herbie, if he's that nice, he can do the same thing. Kyle Pitts. I can't blame it all on him. I can't blame it all on the man Kyle Pitts. Mario, he got the most air yards this week. That's because the man threw it 15 yards over his head. hey, they rigging up the stats. You know what I'm saying? I mean, get out of here. Romeo Dobbs, we talked about him. He got hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's all love. Ron, my number one, my quarterback. That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback.
Ron is over for you, but he ain't got nobody to throw to. But he took the money. He got Devontae out of there. I gotta go
get that bag.
Derek Carr. I already said it. I said it last year. Y'all know I've been said it. I wanted Carr out of the town.
Hey, clip this 7.
Yeah.
Clip what he's about to say right now.
I'm gonna send this to you. I had said it last year. You know what I'm saying? That I wanted him out of the city, and he's still there. I mean, we're not going to win with that man there. He's not going to hoist the Lombardi trophy. And no team that'll take it. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? I take a 7 rounder for him right now.
Ooh.
But we got a guess real quick.
Go ahead.
What's going on with you? We appreciate you.
What's up, brother? Much love.
Hey, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, D Swift. I'm gonna leave some on there, but D Swift, he killing people. Y'all play D Swift. What you think? What do you think? He hurt? Is he gonna play? What's up?
Well, they said coming into last week that this upcoming week that his injury he's healed from it, but they're kind of slowly bringing him along. They're trying not to re-aggravate his injury, so they plan on limiting his carries to 10 to 15 kind of plays. But they're saying he's getting healthier. Fingers crossed, because I unfortunately have him in a league, and it's like he's too good to cut. But his production hasn't been good enough to trade. So it's like,
what's the trade? Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the trade market for him?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, if y'all Claypool, maybe. I'm talking about I'd be the best.
No, I mean someone would trade him just for the upside alone.
Yeah. You think so? What running back would you trade? Would you trade Pierce? Would you trade Jameis Pierce for?
Trade Dalvin Cook for?
I think that's way too low.
You think that's low?
I'm thinking someone like T. Higgins.
I don't know. I
Like
wouldn't
a
do it.
4th round pick.
I could see T. Higgins. I could see a Dalvin Cook. I don't know. Hell, maybe even a Jacobs. You know, just off
I
of
might see
potential.
Jacobs now. I can see Jacobs. I can
Yeah.
see that. But I said,
Yeah.
well, Swift, that's kind of tough. Oh, Monty, 34 yards rushing. He on the dirt list this week.
He gonna find a new home next year.
Yeah. Deontay Foreman. Foreman was killed. Well, you know, he was the Henry of last week. Everybody was on his nuts.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, everybody
wet the
hating on
bed.
him, hating on him this week. All of Washington's running backs. And I got another team.
Ooh.
I got another team with all their running backs.
I already know.
Oh, yes, sir. Kansas City. All y'all's running backs too. And I couldn't even choose. It was a plethora. I just said let's put them all. And I don't even know. I don't even know who was worse. But Clyde got to go. Clyde definitely. I mean, he got to go.
Mud or is he dirt?
On the field anymore.
He dirt. He ain't mud yet. He can catch.
He ain't mud. Oh, I put him. I accidentally slipped. I just put all y'all in the dirt pile. But yeah, he's low key mud. I heard him and wrap it up. But I got my boy. Well, DJ Moore. DJ Moore, you slid back into the mud. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Slid back into the mud.
Slid back into the mud. Torched me last week. I got beat by 27 points. You know what I'm saying? Then he said 2 points this week. You know what I'm saying? Tyler Higbee. That's what a lot of people got on. You try to play him. You try your best. You think he's going to do something. Stafford has been mud.
He is. Woo.
Stafford is one of them guys you want to pick up on your waiver. On a week like this week was a big bye week, a huge bye week.
Yeah.
Where everybody was hurting. It was zeros all down on your bench. You know what I'm saying? While everybody was trying to fit people in.
Stafford's like 50 Cent. He got rich and stopped trying, bro. It's just
got a ring and stopped trying.
he's like, I'm out.
And look, I got to give Fox a shout out. I got a couple more. This one, Michael Pittman Jr. Fox.
Talk your shit.
Hey, look, this cat right here.
Talk your shit.
Before we started, I know he ain't got no quarterback, and that other dude, I can't even pronounce his name, but he worse than Matt Ryan. Man,
hey, shout out to the Patriots defense. 25 points.
Yeah, and they almost and you got them. You got the defense because Flojo got him. Flojo was beating me last night till Pat and Kelsey went off on him. You know what I'm saying? And I had Derrick Henry too. Derrick Henry was eating on y'all last night too.
Hey, he had to sneak that one in there.
Get jab in there. I couldn't just let them do. And the last on the mud list, last but not least, A-Rob. A-Rob, you get it every week. A-Rob, you are trash. I drunk the Kool-Aid. You can't even do nothing. Cooper Kupp is hurt. He playing, but he hurt. And you still can't ball. You got 5 fantasy points. Well, you got 3 catches for like 24 yards, man. You mud. Somebody send that to him. You mud. No doubt. That's my list. Wrap it up.
Once again, shout out to the Fantasy Football Network. Shout out to the Melon app. If you guys could be so kind as to hit that like button, we appreciate it. It goes a lot further than you realize. Brother Fox, who should the people be looking to pick up this year or this week?
So first off, I wanted to apologize to everybody who normally looks out for our fantasy waiver wires. All few of y'all who come through. We appreciate y'all for sure. I know this week was waiver wire Mageddon because there was 6 teams on a bye and we weren't around to at least try to help y'all. Our bad, But hopefully you can rebound this upcoming week. I would say obviously the number one waiver wire target is going to be Jeff Wilson this week. You're going to get 3 to 4 claims on him this week if he's not already on your team. Right now, he's currently rostered only in 50% of leagues. So, you could definitely still get out there and reach out for him. I would say number 2, let's see. I know he was actually dropped quite a bit coming into this past week, but Gus Edwards. Gus Edwards is currently only rostered in 51% of leagues. J.K. Dobbins is not really going to have an effect on this season. I feel like pretty much his season is done at this point. Even when he comes back, he's going to have to get back into football shape. He's not really going to be relevant for your fantasy football season. And it appears as though Kenyon Drake he's just not that guy. He's not that guy. Like hell, I know he scored today, and he gets a lot of little touches where he looks like he's effective, but I feel like once Gus Edwards comes back, and even if he's remotely healthy, he's still going to get the bulk of those carries. So I would definitely reach out for Gus Edwards. Someone who's been sneaky decent recently, Rachaad White, running back from the Buccaneers. Yeah, mainly because they pass the ball so frequently, and because as Big E would say, Fournette has been mud. They've been in passing situations quite often, and Rachaad White seems to be like the new safety blanket for Tom Brady out the backfield. So even if he's not technically getting you tubs, if you're in a PPR league, he's going to get you 5 to 7 catches, and if he's able to turn a few of those upfield for some yards, that might be at least worth a decent flex pickup. Yeah. Let's see who else. Let me scroll down. So I feel like this is one I feel in my chest here. I feel it.
Okay.
Chase Edmonds, after that trade, going to the Broncos for Denver. Now the reason for this, the Denver Broncos run the football. They're like in the top. I want to say they're in the top 10 right now of rushing attempts for the season. And when you have a running back that's in the doghouse already, like Gordon is, he's proven to be ineffective throughout the year. Now you have new blood who's coming off a bye. He has more time to actually learn the playbook. And, the coach over in Denver is coaching for he fighting for his life out here. He's fighting for his life. So he's looking for any kind of spark. And we know Russ has always done well in a run-heavy offense. So I feel like they're going to try to lean into what Russ does well. And they're gonna try to issue in that play action game as well as run the football. Chase Edmonds could be a great pickup for you. And last but not least, and I feel like this is taking a flyer on somebody because he's burned all of us. But Cam Akers, the fact like the majority of people have cut Cam Akers coming into this upcoming week. I want to say he's only rostered on 40% of rosters on the Yahoo. So. You might be able Henderson has been notorious for getting hurt. He even at Memphis in college, he's always been getting hurt. You might be able to take a flyer out on Cam Akers, and he might be able to be productive, but right at the time that you're about to hit that playoff push. So those are my 5 for the week: Cam Akers, Chase Edmonds. Let's see, who else did I have? Rachaad White, Gus Edwards, and Jeff Wilson.
Running backs, gotta love it. He never have too many running backs.
Absolutely.
Looks like we got about 4 people in the chat, man. Let us know who killed you guys this week on your team. What opposing team had a stud that just went off? I'm in 3 analyst leagues, really, really ultra competitive. I won in 2 out of 3, and I need Lamar and Likely, I think, to have a combination of 31 to win tonight. I know Likely had 9 just on that touchdown alone.
That could happen.
Well, I'll start first on who hurt me this week.
Yeah, who hurt
you? I wish I could play sad music in the background because
with the violin, and that's right.
My goodness gracious. How in the hell did I play against Justin Fields in both leagues that I'm in? Both leagues had quarterbacks on buys and played Justin Fields. I'm thinking coming into the week, I'm like, okay, all right, that's 16 points. That's gonna be an easy dub. And this man comes out and breaks Mike Vick's running record and throws for an additional 3 tubs. Jesus Christ. Both leagues put up almost 50 points on me in both leagues. Salute to the gentleman who actually picked him up. Hey, you are better men than me, because I would have looked. I looked at y'all lineups this week and laughed. I'm not even gonna lie. I laughed.
That's true, man.
And now I am eating crow. Jesus Christ.
I played against I played against Justin Fields in the league that's in doubt. But I need a combination of 31 between Likely and Lamar. Um, Shout out to those who took my advice and started Likely. You know, a lot of people weren't paying attention, but Mark Andrews is number 2 in yards, reception, and touchdowns, all behind Kelsey. So you got the unanimous.
Hold on. Repeat that. Who's he behind?
You got the unanimous number 2 tight end go down. His backup comes in, catches 6 receptions for 77 yards and a touchdown, and no one in the industry talks about it. Nobody talks about it. Rashad Bateman goes down. Who else is he going to throw the ball to? So I'm glad that he caught that 24-yarder. I don't know what else he did outside of that.
Hey, he hasn't done anything since then. I'm sorry.
That ain't he looking it up.
I'm sorry to tell you.
I said Mike. Right. I think this is Mike Evans last year, man. I mean, we just talked. I think this is Mike Evans last year. I do. I mean, he get hurt every game. He got hurt this last game. First catch he got. I mean, it was a 3-player collapse on him. I can't hate on it. I mean, but it brought the bitch out of him. He screamed out. I heard him over the TV. I said, "That Mike Evans, was that Mike Evans?" And it was. As I rewinded and looked at it again, he hollered out. They went over on the sideline. He didn't go to the blue tent, but he was close. He was
sideline boy.
Sideline boy. They hooked him up with a little tape around his ribs, and the whole rest of the game, you could see he was afraid. You know what I'm saying? And I can't hate Adams, Devontae Adams. He doing all right, but I mean the way Carr. I mean he dropped a few balls. He did, but Carr was just laying him up there. Where when he caught it, I mean he was just an open target. I wouldn't have caught him either. We wasn't going anywhere. You know, I mean, why in the world would you catch him and get nailed? You know what I'm saying? Carr is just dirt. I'm telling you, man. I'm so sick of that guy. I lost sleep over that games.
I would say you could draft a quarterback next year, but y'all traded that for Devontae. So
yeah.
I feel like that was
Oh, I was, but we still got. I mean, that's why they lost the cheetah. You know what I'm saying? But it's all love. We made y'all lose when we gained. You know what I'm saying? Y'all lost cheetah. So I mean, hey, it didn't hurt me. I'm glad y'all lost him. But I would have liked to have the cheetah though. I didn't know he was this bad.
He's a bad man. He is a bad man. Like he said, I had Matt Moore, and what did he say? I had 8 receptions for 127 and 2 touchdowns.
He did.
He's like, you seen what I did with that quick slant. You know, all I need is 5 yards. You know, so kudos to him, because I remember Brother Fox telling me about him. There's this guy, this special teams guy, who the special teams coach in the Chiefs says reminds him of.
So the better version of Devin Hester.
No, he said. You said what's my man that used to play for you guys?
Dante Hall.
Hall.
Yeah.
He said he was like Hall. I'm like, bruh, that's blasphemy.
Hey.
But you know what? He turned from all-pro special teams to an all-pro wide receiver, and he put in the hard work. He's not even 6 foot, and he catches the ball at its highest point. He worked on his route running and worked on his drops. So salute to the cheetah. Betting on himself. He got the bag, worked on his craft, and salute to that man. The Dolphins 6-0 with Tua.
Yeah. He alive like that.
Now, question though, is Tua the best from that draft? Looking back and you know, with hindsight now that we know
Herbert and Burrow.
Dang.
Yes, with Herbert and
too
you
close.
don't think so?
Too close. It's too close just yet. They got to play a few more years for me. I got to
see. I look at it as like
that's a good.
Because see, I look at it as like Burrow has finally had a year and a half now with the weapons that he's had surrounding him. Right. And obviously, once he got Jamar Chase, we actually seen what Burrow can do, being able to push the ball down to an elite weapon down the field. Yeah. This is the first year that we've actually been able to see Tua.
He
8.5 backup. Can't see me?
Yeah, you good. You can put a
Okay.
big E for a
Yeah,
second.
so like first time he doesn't have to look over his shoulder at a backup quarterback, and the first time that he's been surrounded by not only a decent offensive line, but like legitimate weapons on the outside.
Mhm.
And again, kudos to, like you said, to the Cheetah. The Cheetah said he was the most accurate quarterback in the National Football League, and lo and behold, after 9 weeks, Tua's leading the league in completion percentage, which is, like they're a whole different team when he's out there. And the fact that they're able to, like, the fact that the dichotomy between that team with Teddy Bridgewater to that team with Tua, like you got to put some respect on Tua's name for him being able to move the football so effectively down.
The game must have ended because it went from 4-8.
Hey, it's being able to matriculate like he does, bro. He's talented. It's finally time to put some respect on his name.
You gotta. I think it goes Burrow to Herbert.
You think
Herbert
so?
had the best situation, and they can't even make the playoffs. Burrow still don't have an offensive line. The Saints lost their best. Their left tackle was Armstead, and the Dolphins picked him up, and that's been a huge asset to protect and keeping Tua clean in the pocket. So I would.
Hey, Armstead play on the left. He a left-handed quarterback. So that right tackle is his blind side play.
Regardless, he's still keeping them clean on the line.
True.
He's still a Pro Bowl caliber lineman doing his job.
I think Herbert. That's why I sold to a lot of his cards that I bought. I bought some high-priced cards that everybody was on Herbert's nuts, and then I got some money off of it. But I said at the same time, I think that, like they did with Jackson and all other quarterbacks, they'll figure you out. And I think he's getting figured out. But still, people want to, put, like they said, don't put the anointing oil on him yet. Be throwing pick sixes and everything, and ain't nobody saying much about him. But yeah, he playing like dirt.
Big E, are you familiar with this name? Do you like Samari? I'm not familiar with this guy.
I'm not familiar with that guy. I can't pronounce your name. You dirt. So I said, man,
I'm sorry, Logan.
He might be.
I'll have to look him up after the show. He ain't on my radar.
Yeah. That's probably
Sushi on Friday. I had a decision to put a waiver claim in Justin Fields or Geno Smith. I went with Fields.
Oh, Sushi lover. Sushi lover. I hear you, big dog.
I hear you.
Hey,
now, did you start him? Did you have the heart to start him? Shout out to Heart to Start.
The heart to start.
I just looked.
Hit that like button. We appreciate it. And it goes a lot further than people realize. I mean, we got an aloha.
What's up?
Hey.
All right.
Welcome in.
Welcome.
You from Honolulu? You from
everybody who's new to the chat? Please tell us who hurt y'all this week. This is safe space. Let's talk about it. Who hurt y'all in fantasy this week?
True. How do y'all feel about Keenan Allen? Should I pick him up off of waivers? I think he's worth rostering.
Yeah.
I don't know when he's going to be healthy, but I think he's worth rostering, especially since Williams is out. If he comes back and he plays and he's somewhat healthy, he's got to be the safety blanket for Herbert.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have Keenan Allen on waivers. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, someone cut him.
Let him go.
Him and Herbert have a connection. It's just when he's out there, he's going to put up legitimate flex numbers.
Yeah, for sure. Need some help. Don't know if I should hold out or move some guys here. Here's my team: Dak, King Henry, Josh. Is that Jacobs?
Jacobs, yeah.
Kenneth Walker. Ooh, that's a nice. Jonathan Taylor.
First world problems. Jesus.
CD, Debo.
It's a 6-man league. It's a 6-man league.
Yeah, 6-man league. Pickens, Schultz.
Debo, Rondell Moore, Pickens, Schultz. Stream kicker and defense. What more can you ask for, my guy?
I would just I might try to move Jonathan Taylor, though, honestly. Just because by the name. I mean, if you can get anything else.
Yeah.
I would try to get
Taylor and Moore and try to get, I don't know, Cook. I don't know.
Hey, maybe like I said, you got King Henry and Walker. I'm telling you, Walker will walk you down. He's kind of like a King Henry type. In the fourth quarter, that's when he starts eating. So I like the way he plays.
Romeo Doubs got injured first play.
Yeah.
Hey,
we'll drink to you, brother.
Drink to you, homie.
For real.
You know it.
And
We were actually talking earlier. At this point, are any Green Bay Packers even worth starting? It's just it's so fishy out there. Like Green Bay just has not been putting up the production, other than maybe Lazard. You can't trust him. You cannot trust him.
Jones, like you said, we said it about Aaron Jones, but
yeah, you might have to win out. They say that you're in a 14 team, but they say that in a 12 team league, 7 is the magic number. If you have 7 losses, you probably not gonna make the playoffs. So in a 14 team, you don't want 7 to 8 losses. Yeah, so you got to fight. You straight up got to fight. Someone said, yeah, I'd start Lazard. Yeah, he's the only one. Oh wait, my bad, y'all. Yeah, I said that earlier. He's the only one worth putting in at the flex. I mean, Aaron Jones, if he's healthy, you got at least RB2, but Lazard is the only one receiver you can trust. Let's see what we got here. It's sure if I take target. It's sure if I take target Mark Andrews. Yeah, target Mark Andrews. Get you a tight end.
I would.
It's gonna be a tough trade though, being as he's like the number 2 in production at that position. It's gonna be tough. But hey, you might be able to pull it off with that talent in your squad.
Ooh. Hey, salute to you.
Hey, CEH mud.
CEH is mud, straight up.
There it is.
People should have traded earlier in the year because we were really talking about it. I said, man, CEH is really surprising me. Y'all remember I was a little I was buying them like, hey, maybe they finally, third year, whatever, click or whatever it is, but
yeah,
he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he's just a situation. I feel like he should really, in my opinion, be like a third down back. When he came out of LSU, that's how I envisioned him. That's how they used him. He wasn't like this big running back. He was Joe Burrow's receiving running back, and I always felt like he should be treated as such. Not to say that he can't handle like 6 to 8 carries per game, but he should be getting 4 to 6 targets in the receiving game. Design screens.
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't like 2-minute warning.
He ain't no McKissick though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you put
McKissick, Naheem Hines, I feel like he's in that area, and those guys aren't first round draft picks, but the Chiefs, they listened to Pat and they took him in the first.
They did.
Swift and Taylor were there on the board.
I love when you say
that's
that.
That's probably one of the best things to happen to the NFL. Swift and Taylor not go to the Chiefs.
No doubt about it. What about if Naheem Hines or McKissick go to the Chiefs, they kill it.
Oh yeah.
I think Naheem Hines and the Chiefs, they kill it.
So, would JT and Debo make sense for Olave and Goddard?
No, I wouldn't even know.
No.
I keep what I have. JT might come back and you never know. I mean, Wright got fired today. So they probably gonna put Ryan back in. Well, I heard it wasn't Wright's decision. He wanted to put Ryan back in. But I guess a Saturday, no experienced coach get his first job. You know what I'm saying? Not even the high school coach. He got a NFL job, but they might put Matt Ryan back in.
Are you guys picking up Odell like the rest of these people are? I am not.
I am neither. I'm not neither.
Yeah,
I'm here in Dallas.
I don't know what his health is like. 2, he still got to learn a playbook.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, he is Odell. He did learn a playbook middle of this year. Last year, trade deadline, he went from Cleveland to LA, and he did wonders. But it all depends on health. I'll probably pass on him. Maybe I pick him up, but I don't put in a waiver claim. Let me wake up Wednesday morning and see what the outcome and see where the waiver pieces landed. And if he's there, maybe I might find some space for him, but I'm not putting in a claim for him.
No doubt.
And he's responding to that Olave or Goddard or DK or Goddard. I think you got to ask for a little bit more for Debo and JT.
Yeah.
That's Debo and JT.
I would say just for Debo, that would be light work. I wouldn't even trade Debo for that. For me,
I couldn't. I agree. I wouldn't trade Debo for that at all.
Yeah.
I'd be insulted. You remember that trade? What they traded me? Higbee, Cortland Sutton and Juju Smith-Schuster for Kelsey. I was like, man,
The disrespect.
As I said, the blatant fifth piggy bank picks, the blatant disrespect. Calling you out. And Piggy tried to hate on me. I got Ramondre Stevenson for Miles Sanders. Piggy tried to hate, and Piggy traded like Kareem Hunt and 2 other players for Tyreek Hill. So it was like Australia. I gotta call Piggy out on that. I ain't get him in the chat. I get him on this. So,
There you go. There you go.
Holler at me, Piggy.
Well, that wraps up another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space. I'm 7 o'clock, part of the Las Vegas Fantasy Football Conference. I'm accompanied with my brother from another mother, Brother Fox, and Big E, aka Football Big Guy.
No doubt.
Oh my gosh, this guy, he's doing it always.
Roll credits.
What y'all know about that Sunday night dub? What y'all know about it? All right. Any of y'all in the chat, y'all know nothing about them Sunday night dubs. All right.
Can't take him nowhere, bro.
Hey,
roll credits.
Sushi definitely don't know about them Sunday night dubs.
Leave that man alone. See, I was just about to ask for a few likes, maybe a flame emoji in the comments. We ain't getting nothing. If we get a thumbs down, we gonna know why.
Come on, brother, give us a like. The Wildcat.
Hey, please give us that HBO special.
Help a brother out.
Yes, sir.
All right, 7:30 next Monday. We'll see you guys. Take care.
Go Chiefs.